Hey guys, welcome back to another game. This one is called How We Know We're Alive. This is a game on Steam, it's free. I'm just gonna read it out on the Steam store page for you. So, How We Know We're Alive is an award-winning, hour-long melancholy, point-and-click narrative mystery set in the Bible Belt of Sweden. So, that's pretty much it. It has pretty positive reviews on it. So I'm very excited to play. It's supposed to be a short game, so let's see how it goes. Let me check the options first. Okay, I think the volumes are fine. I made sure that everything works now, so we're just gonna go ahead and play. I like story-driven games like this. Really interested to see what it's about. That's the longest bus I've ever seen. Then actually, I have seen buses that long. Hey, what you up to? Written by Imogen West Knights, August Hakansson. Probably misspelled that. Hey, what's it going? How's Stockholm? Art and animation by Leo Kohler, August Hakansson. Hey, it's been a while. Give me news, says Maria. Original soundtrack by Ivan Stadinus. Maria says, what's new with you? Lots of love. XXX. I think X is for hugs, right? Created and directed by August Hakansson. Same names keep coming back. It's Sarah Baby. Sorry, just totally swamped at the office these days. Let's speak soon. X. I ran into Peter the other day. Do you remember him? Would you believe he's a mechanic now? So much for his punk band, lol. Anyways, life's okay on my end, not much to report. Would be so nice to catch up properly soon. Yeah, it's one of those... Oh. Hey, let me know when might be a good time for a catch-up. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about. Can you call me as soon as you can? ASAP, when you get this, if that's okay. It's really important, X. Giving a lot of kisses. So sorry I missed this. I'm stuck at the office. And probably will be all weekend, sad face. Next week will be better, I hope. Okay. Use arrow keys WASD to move. Gotcha. Hello, Harunga. It's not great to see you, to be honest. Guess I'll check if the flower shop is still open. Alright. So is this bus stop just gonna chill over there? As much as I'd like to leave, I have to get into town. Oh, I just walked there intentionally, see what would happen. Alright. Can I jump? Never mind. It would be weird if I'm just randomly jumping around like this is some MMORPG. Some gas station over here. What's the gas price like in Sweden, huh? Click on objects to inspect them. Oh. Oh, it glows, so it lets me know. If only Italians knew what Swedes do to their beloved pizzas. What do they do? What was Maria's order? Something like pineapple and barbecue sauce? I would never admit it, but actually kind of delicious. Damn, and a culture. Just keep walking then. Oh. What was the name of the guy who used to live here? Sven something? Weird dude, very into drones. Sorry, I just know someone that's into drones too. My first boyfriend had a car just like this. In fact, this might even be his car. Better keep moving. Don't wanna be meeting him up against. It'll be awkward. The only house I ever persuaded Maria to throw an egg at on Halloween. She put a written apology through the door the next day. Bless her heart. Aw, one of those people. Maria's parents' house. Doesn't look like... Wait, Maria's parents' house? You made Maria throw an egg right next door? Bruh. They would have easily know. They could literally just tell Maria, I know where you live. And just look to the left. Doesn't look like anybody's in. Same old curtains though. Can I enter? Maybe? Maybe knock? This place always had a kind of sinister vibe. It looks like it's gotten worse. Oh. Right. Sinister vibe. Why, is it haunted? I don't see anyone on the window that's staring back at you. The all-important alcohol vault. Closed on a Sunday, of course. I remember Maria's sister agreeing just once to buy us a bottle of wine. The cheapest rosé they had. Maria couldn't stand it and immediately threw up. Oh, I could expect this. Inspect. A site of pilgrimage for the true main religion in Sweden. Recycling. I like the environment. The noise is nice. I like the background music. I like the animation. It's pixelated, but it seems smooth and nice. It's always the same things. Lost cats, church meetings, and some for sale notices. Call Thomas, great livestock for even better prices. I think I'll pass. The bench where Maria knocked her front tooth chipped. She didn't open her mouth at school for a whole week. Huh. This monument commemorates the Great Harunga Flood of 1997. 5 inches of water counts as a great flood, apparently. Hey! Good evening! Hold on. That's not Sarah, is it? Hello, Elsa. My goodness, it is you! I hardly recognize you. It must have been years since. 10 years, yes. 10 years! It goes fast at my age, I tell you. I imagine it does. Wow, such a short talk. Doesn't feel long enough to me. Let's go with a long conversation. Doesn't feel long enough for me. Now, that's no way to talk about your hometown. Oh, but is it the 12th today? Gosh, it's been a year already. I just need to buy some flowers, really. We can't go without flowers, no. Certainly not. This bunch here is fine. Are you sure? I've got some lovely carnations in the back. I'm kind of in a hurry, Elsa. If you say so. Whoa. She doesn't seem very happy at all to be in this place. And you're alright, are you? I'm fine. Thanks. Aw, talk to Elsa more. You don't know. Did you forget something, dear? No, I better be off. Damn. Feel bad for the grandma. I wanna have some small talks. I can hear the jingle just looking at it. ECA, the beating heart of all dead-end towns. As good a place to go and hang out anywhere around here. Almost feels good to see it again, actually. Ah, yes, Joseph. Consistently took the top spot in our rankings of the creepiest people in Harunga. He must be ancient, huh? Oh, damn. Some guess the guy keeps working, huh? The sole proprietorship kind of job. Pup, they said. Apparently after the sign broke, they thought it would be cheaper to rename it instead of repairing it. Oh boy. To this day, I can't hear Take a Walk on the Wild Side without thinking of Saturday night karaoke here. What's it called? Paradise Set. Paradise Set. Huh. The police station. I still have bad dreams about this place sometimes. It's time to confront your trauma, boy. I mean, girl. Is that a yeah, it looked like a church. Ah, of course. Where else would everyone be on a Sunday? She sounds a bit cynical. I have a vivid memory of sitting in the pews for graduation and promising myself it would be the last of the hundreds of hours I spent in here. We'd really been looking forward to it. Huh. Going through memory lane, are we? Oh, the graveyard. I always found it strange that the only beautiful place in town was the one full of dead people. Ah, yes, because everything else is too cliche. Pretty damn fancy. Yeah, it is. Well organized, these graves. I guess there has to be some reward for founding a shithole town like this. Damn. Grandma and Grandpa's grave. Maybe I should have got flowers for them too. Would have been nice, but it's kind of raining outside. You would probably have to dig a hole down there to put the flowers. Maria Berg, 1992-2019. Maria Berg. Wait! And there are still so many paths I haven't trodden. Wait, Maria? Is that the one we just had in the beginning? It's like, was that like a flashback? And then she actually passed away and you could it be that she was always busy at work or something. She could never come and eventually Maria passed away and now she has some regrets, lingering regrets? Is this about loss? Where's that from? I don't know what people do at gravestones. Is it weird if I speak to you? I want to speak to you, but also I don't know what to say. Aww. Hi, Maria. I miss you. I guess is the first thing. And I'm sorry I wasn't here for the funeral. Aww. It wasn't my fault. I couldn't get back in. Nah, that's not what you should be saying. I just couldn't face it. I was too wrapped up in my own feelings. I feel like the middle option is more of a truth. The first one is not taking accountability. The third one down here sounds like you're making an excuse for still justifying it. And the middle one, you're actually being honest with yourself. You're really honest with yourself. So I think this one would be good. I just couldn't face it. So here you are. You really never did leave after all. Just why? Sorry. But you should have come with me. You wouldn't be here if we had it all planned out. I guess it doesn't matter now. Don't say that's like a state of hopelessness. I don't think this is the right way to think about it. I just can't help feeling angry with you. It's good to let out your emotions. That's good. How could you have let this place keep you? It's not good to start, because this one feels like you are trying to find a scapegoat, and maybe the scapegoat is this city, and so you're now using this dialogue option as hating onto putting a lot of resentment and bitterness towards the city. I don't think that's the right way either. I guess it doesn't matter. No, I just can't help feeling angry with you. I guess it's good to confront your feelings with the person, even though the person passed away. It's better to confront it. I just can't help feeling angry with you. Aww. A lot of mixed stuff going on. Is this like a throwback? Like a flashback? Prequel? I quite like this dress, you do? Ugh, no, it's crap, isn't it? So what are you wearing? Don't make me stand here, looking terrible all on my own. Where's your outfit? Oh, I'll decide on something later. Nothing fits properly. No, you're right, we should be focusing on what actually matters. Booking the tickets. Yeah. So I was thinking we should get the bus to Stockholm on the Friday and Sarah. What? Sarah, I'm pregnant. You're pregnant. Pregnant? Yep, pregnant. Jesus. Yes. Okay. And it's that guy's Jacob? Okay, it's fine. Don't panic. I think you're panicking. We can sort this out. We can make an appointment. I don't need an appointment, Sarah. I'm going to have a baby. Oh, she was talking about an abortion? I'm going to have a baby. I've thought about it a lot, and it's what we want to do. I'm actually really excited. Wait. What do you mean we? Me and Jacob? You mean your parents? Those Jesus freaks can't make you do this, Maria. No one is making me do anything. But how is this going to work with us going to Stockholm? We aren't going to Stockholm. No, we aren't. I don't think I can now. Maria. Oh, is this why she's angry with the town? Because she's using the town and the people in it as a scapegoat to to pointing at them that they took Maria away from her. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Oh, look at the dog, Chili. But this is a sad, difficult conversation. I wasn't sure how to tell you or when. I know how much this look, you can't have a baby. You can't have one just because this backwards Bible bashing town expects you to keep it. You aren't listening to what I'm saying, Sarah. Oh. Well, I should at least thank you for giving me the heads up. Sarah, I have to go. I have tickets to book. Oh, that's not the... Oh, she's upset. On one side, oh, you had a lot of stuff going on. The text the night you died. What did you want to tell me? I just can't let it go. And this is all it seems. And why would you be out driving on that road? I've been thinking about it and thinking about it for the last year. And it just doesn't seem like an accident to me. Goodness. It really is yours. Is that Jacob? Lena? Oh, that's Lena. Whoa. Sorry, you didn't expect to see me at my little sister's grave on the anniversary of her death? Oh man, things are gonna be tough. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. With the rain, I wasn't expecting anyone here. You know that's not what I meant. Nah. I personally tend to apologize because I don't like conflict. I don't want to have a needless conflict. With the rain, I wasn't expecting anyone here. This sounds more defensive. I mean, you could argue with like, what's wrong with using this? But then again, like, maybe there's a lot of like unsolved feelings going on after Maria's death, and it's not the right answer. Just start off slow, trying to figure out, test the waters, what's going on. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I'm sure. I must say, I'm surprised to see you too. Given that we didn't see you at the funeral. Oh, she's kind of mad at her, isn't she? For not coming for the funeral. I'm sorry, I wish I could have been there. She missed you a lot, you know? I missed her too. Life just gets so busy, doesn't it? Oh no. So little time to check in on dear old friends, right? We had fallen a little out of touch, yeah. That's one way of putting it. Damn. Oh. She's angry. She holds negative feelings for the town. Everything's a disaster. Do you see much of her family? Her son Johannes and oh my goodness, it's a good thing I remembered. It's Jacob. And Jacob? I've been helping him out with Johannes from time to time. A terrible age to lose a parent. That is true. I can't imagine. So what keeps you so busy in the city? I'm a copywriter in an advertising firm. Oh, I'm in charge of the copy for some big accounts at my firm. If I say writing mostly, like, she's gonna become maybe a bit angry and be like, what, just writing kept you from attending funeral? Maybe giving her a little bit of some of the pictures that's happening in my life would make her, or give her some kind of perspective on what my life's been, instead of just saying writing mostly. I'm a copywriter at an advertising firm. Yeah. Oh, I'm in charge of the copy for some big accounts at my firm. Good for you. Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered much. That line there, and there are still so many paths I haven't trodden. Where's it from? Oh, it's from a poem she wrote. One of the cheerer ones. It's beautiful. Yeah, she never gave up on the writing. She turned her old bedroom in a sort of study. It's full of stuff. It's full of the stuff. I don't think poor Jacobs had the heart to move any of it yet. And of course there was the writing group that Gunnell started. I'm sure you remember her. Unfortunately, yes. Oh no, they had a bad relationship? What else was she up to before she, oh, you know, same old Maria, mothering church? Yes, Sarah, church. I didn't know she was religious. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. Oh, when did God bothers get? Oh my God, this is too. Even if we assume that those people were actually maybe not so good Christians and they did a lot of bad stuff, this isn't a very helpful answer. When someone passed away, everyone is suffering and there's a lot of misery in the midst of the path that the Maria's death has left behind, and trying to bring even more negative energy and bitterness towards others and to yourself is not a very helpful answer. It really isn't. Also, time has changed. You don't know what's been like now that a year's passed or 2 years. You really don't. And to stay in the past and having bitter feelings towards something or someone, it doesn't help you either. I didn't know she was religious. I'm a little surprised. Well, it's true. We wouldn't know she was religious, right? Because when we had that conversation with Maria, she was trying to explain herself, and we just didn't let her. And we assumed that she also, she was also like on the same side as you, as the same side as Sarah, thinking the same way. So I think I didn't know she was religious would be the best one. Or I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. Because if I say I'm a little surprised by it, to be honest, it might be I don't find wrong these two answers. I'm a little surprised by that. Why would you be surprised? Then again, you don't know what religion they've been to. I didn't know she was religious. I feel like these two are okay. There's definitely not. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. I didn't know she was. Let's go for this one. I didn't know she was religious. I didn't think she was, especially. But she liked the church. Look, I kind of want to spend some time with my sister now. It was nice to see you. Oh, she wasn't. Well, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. So at least Lena didn't say anything bad. God, what a bit. But I guess it's not so long ago. Her mom died as well. There we go. From one end, you don't appreciate those negative feelings, but on the other hand, you have to see the bigger picture of what's going on. She had her loss. She lost her sister and now her mom. So it's good that she's reflecting and thinking about that. And it's not like she ever particularly liked me. She was always blaming me when Maria got in trouble. Christ, I just need to know, what happened to you, Maria? What did this town do to you? You're already presenting the perpetuator rather than finding out who it is. It's time to find out. You have to be careful when you think like that, because if you say, what did this city do to you, you already have someone you're pointing to. And then when you say, let's find out, you're not really in pursuit of the truth. You're in pursuit of whatever suits your truth based on your own biasness. So I think Sarah has to be a little more careful with that way of thinking. Because you might lose track of what's really going on. Maybe I should talk to Gunnel about the writing club she and Maria were in. Although I can think of a few things worse than talking to Gunnel. Surely she can't still work at the supermarket in town. Frankly, I'm surprised that old bat's still alive. Alright then. Let's go find out. Man, when it rains it pours. At least there's no thunder or something. Bad dreams about the police. Oh! Now there's a strange sight. Teach! Oh, it's a teacher. Sorry, that sounds weird now. You always watch too many American movies. It's just flipped now. I can guess why you're back. I think you can, yeah. Awful tragedy. Such a waste of potential. She always liked you, Oh, I do know. Maria and I became rather good friends of a kind. I teach her son Johannes now, as a matter of fact. All right. He's very bright too. Knocked sideways by recent events, of course. But what have you been up to in Stockholm all these years? Writing? I do hope it wasn't only Maria who kept the dream alive. Yep, still writing for an ad agency now. Not really, I'm an account executive at an ad agency. Wait, what? Did I not pay attention? Not really, I'm an account executive at an ad am I lying here? Or did I just not pay attention in the beginning? Did I forget? Wasn't she writing? You mean account executive? Yep, still writing for an ad agency now. Yes, kinda. You are kinda writing. Let's try to keep things a little bit positive. Yep, still writing for an ad agency now, because it's not a lie, because you are working at an ad agency and it has to do with writing. Yep, still writing for an ad agency now, and it's all going well down there. It's a little lonely, but it's alright. Ups and downs, but mostly it's good. City's life's like that, I guess. It's a little lonely, but it's alright. I don't know if the city Sarah went to is good, or that it was better than staying in this city. So I don't know about this answer. I'm assuming this one accurately reflects it. It's a little lonely, but it's alright. Well, it's always nice to see an old student. I imagine you have lots of people to catch up with, so I won't keep you. I'm going to stay and watch the game here if you're at a loose end later on. Thanks, yeah. Although you'll find it hard not to run into your old sparring partner Officer Nilsson around here. Oh god, Stan Nilsson is still... I'm surprised, to be honest. You and me both. Dreadful, really, that he was the one to break the news to us all about Maria. Oh god, I'm so sorry. He was the first policeman at the scene of the crash. Only made sense, I suppose. Flip. Yes? Does Gunnel still work at the ICA? Oh yes, sounds like perhaps you'll have several places to avoid today. Well, see you later maybe. Take care, Sarah. Thank you. Thanks, you too. Such a waste of potential. Keeping the dream alive. Could Teach see it? That there was another life you wanted to lead? Well, it doesn't seem like he was oblivious to it, Sarah. Now, which torture would I like to subject myself to first? Have my ear chewed off by Gunnel at the supermarket? Or endure Officer Nilsson's attempts at humor at the police station? I guess the ICA has candy at least. Well, you have to say, at least she's, even though she has like bitter mixed feelings about it, at least she's willingly trying to confront things. So that's a good sign. Oh god, here it comes. Hello, Gunnel. Who's that? It's Sarah. Sarah who? I know you remember me, Gunnel. I see a lot of people in my line of work. Don't remember all of them. Just whatever. I need to ask you something. Oh, hold on. Are you the girl who left town? Yes. The one who ran off with another woman. The one who ran off with another woman? Wait, what? That wasn't with Maria, right? Did you just choose another woman? The lesbian? Oh, Gunnel, just listen. Oh, it was awful. Breaking your parents' heart like that, you... Oh, come on, Gunnel. This is not the time to be trying to revisit the past and having conflicts again. Come on. Gunnel seems to be a bit close-minded in that sense. Like can't see the big picture that, you know, people died and a year has passed and you shouldn't be constantly in your own bubble of still thinking the same way. Like, you can respect it, but at least don't bring up wounds like that, like trying to add salt to the wounds. Like, don't do that. Can I please just ask you something? I don't want to hear this. Don't intensify this, because you know Gunnel won't listen. I see you're just as hateful as you ever were. No, let's just go for this one. This is the more sensible response. Can I please just ask you something? I suppose so, depends on what it is. Look, you're in a writing group. I'm a founding member of the Harunga writing group, yes. If you wanted to join, I'd have to ask the rest of the group. We don't take just anybody. I don't want to join. I want to ask you about Maria. Ah, yes. Such a shame. Yes, but she was in the group too. Oh, yes. She was a good enough writer. If only she hadn't written about such dreary, awful things. Huh? Like what? Oh, I was always deaf this, deaf that. Depressing. And before she died, she was writing about that kind of thing? Well, to be perfectly honest, I can't say, as she didn't have the decency to turn up to the session that week. She didn't show up the week before she died, and we're very clear that non-attendance should be announced before. Why didn't she come? She didn't say. But Callie, you know Callie? Odd family. He has that wife who was from some oriental place. Weird woman. Stop please, what about Callie? He said he'd seen her around that week, all out of sorts. What do you mean? Head in the clouds, distracted by something, that's what I heard. Not herself. Why are you asking? Weren't you two thick as thieves? So you do remember me? A little, I suppose. It was rude of her not to tell us she wasn't going to come. Okay, I'm done. Bye Gunnel. Well, you're welcome. Man, Gunnel's a bit of a... lacks a bit of empathy, let's put it like that, and some sensible kind of way of talking lacks a bit. Anyways, God, I'd like to give her a piece of my mind one day. Oh, Gunnel's her, okay. A she. Another time. If I ever come back here, that is. Not herself. I wonder why she didn't go to her writing group. Oh, okay, time to talk to Chief Inspector Dickhead. Alright, let's go. Wait. Where was it again? I think it was over there. Police station was next to the thingy. Oh man. Alright. Here we go. Let's go. It's time. Oh man. Is that a beard? Yeah, it's a beard, I think. Oh man, here he goes. Stan Nielsen, at your service. Hello, Stan. Well. If it isn't little Miss City Slicker. Sarah will do. Bet they don't know about your delinquent past down in Stockholm, do they? Still shoplifting? I was 14, Stan. Once a thief, always a thief, they say. Come to turn yourself in, is it? A night in the cells for old time's sake. I don't think this is the time to be joking, Mr. Police, or maybe it's exactly what we need, since everything is so depressing right now. I wanted to ask you about Maria. Oh yes, the anniversary. Took you long enough to come pay your respects. What I do is none of your business. Everything in this town is my business, young lady. Man, this guy. But go on then, fire away. You're the one who was called to the scene, right? Of the crash? I was, yes. Where was it? Don't you know? You really did cast us all off, didn't you? Gosh, I wonder why I wanted to do that. I don't have to put up with this. No, please just answer the question. As you please. It was out on the main road south to Stockholm, about an hour down. Why on earth will Maria be out on that road? Am I a mind reader, Sarah? So what happened? Oh, you know how fast it gets dark this time of year. And that old road? Branch in the way or something? She skidded off the side and into the rocks below. Good thing it was me who got the call, really. Telling the family should always be left to someone senior. I'm head of the precinct these days, you know? Right. Can I get back to my work now? You can get back to scratching your ass, yeah. If you continue to disrespect this office, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Suits me just fine. Ah. Chief of the precinct, my god, what was she doing out on that road? Lena said Jacob hasn't cleared the things from her old room. Why decided to live in her parents' creepy old house? I cannot imagine. Why they decide to live in her parents' creepy old... Oh, I know where that is. Maybe we should talk to Jacob. I wonder what he's like now. I think that's over here, right? Oh, man. I feel like some people moved on nicely. Like, maybe it wasn't a nice city, but there was some people who were nice. Like the teacher and that grandma seems nice. The officer seems like an overall dickhead, no matter what kind of person you are. Gunnel just didn't probably change much. He's still like, how do I say this? Emotionally immature? Can I still talk to this lady? Did you forget something there? No, I'd better be off. Oh, why are you outside? You don't need to water the plants. It's raining outside. Then again, there's a little thing on top, so maybe it's preventing the rain from... But it's free water. System blocker. System blocker. Alright, I think it's this house. Good old Bible Basher HQ. Ah, the cynicism still alive and well in Sarah. Maria's room used to be on the second floor. Okay. Hello? Door seems to be open. Oh, you just go in? Hello? Oh, Sarah? What are you doing here? I didn't mean to barge in. The door was open. So yeah, I'm gonna go in. Yeah, they usually are around here. Sorry, maybe this is a bad time. I can... No, it's fine. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you. I'm just back for the day, really. Okay. May I come in? Sure, of course. Come into the dining room. Pretty strange to be back in this house. I can imagine. Would you like a coffee? Only if you're making some. That'd be nice. Sure. This is too awkward. Oh, it's Johannes! Hello! You must be Johannes. Yes. Nice to meet you, Johannes. I mean, we've met before, but only once, and you were very small. Well, anyway, where's my dad? He's in the kitchen. Do you want me to get him for you? No, it's okay. At least the kid is respectful. It seems like we're out of coffee. I haven't really had time. Oh, don't worry. Johannes is so big now. Yeah, and shy. And today is not a good day. Of course. How are you? Oh, you know. Today is... I understand. But I'm alright. Damn. This man is doing his best to stay strong for the child. That's good. Feels like another lifetime when I was last here. Here. What year is Johannes in now? 4th grade. And he's getting stuck into... He's hockey. We both have, really. Good distraction. Right, yeah. Why are you here, Sarah? I'm in Harunga. I had business nearby. It just seemed like the right time. I couldn't make it last year, so... Oh, I think this is... I couldn't make it last year, so... Right. Jacob, do you think it would be okay if I had a look at Maria's old room? I'm afraid it's not very tidy. I haven't really got around to... No, that's okay. Sure, if you want to. Thanks. It's up the stairs, and... You remember where it is, of course. I won't be long. Oh, am I going up? Yeah. It's an interesting animation. Oh. Oh, what the hell is that? Is that a head in the closet? Oh, I need to inspect it, right? Oh, I have to keep going. Oh god, it hasn't changed at all. Oh my goodness, this is the scene we had last time. That's weird. What is... That's creepy. Is it creepy that things hasn't changed? It's sad that things hasn't changed? Or it's a weird... I think weird. It's like a mixed feeling, right? Weird. It's like some sort of weird shrine to her youth in here. Even the sheets are the same. Even the sheets are the same? When's the last time he changed that? Getting mite dust. Or dust mites? I don't know how you say it. She really was still writing. Poetry mostly, looks like. How long a road must lie ahead between the light and me. Is this what you wrote about, Maria? Photography. There we are. Let's see what picture she took, huh? Is that a broken down car? It always looks so small from up here. It is small. It's tiny. I'm going to miss these forests though. They've got plenty of forests in Stockholm, Maria. And anyway, we won't have time. Between the literary festivals and the parties, we're not going to be very successful writers if all we do is go to parties. I'll write a great American novel in the mornings. American? It's a figure of speech, Maria. You're going to love it. And speaking of love, you're such a dick. How's your new moped guy? What's his name? You know his name. J something. Jacob. Right. It's good. I like him. Huh? Huh. You think he's stupid? I didn't say anything. No, but I know what you think. Look, I didn't say... It's okay. You just happen to be wrong about him, that's all. Okay, if you say so. How long is it now? 11 months, Sarah. 11 months. Leaving this shithole can't come soon enough. Oh man. Okay, is there anywhere else I can click? Anything else? I haven't missed anything. What's this? A system Bolagit received for 2 bottles of vodka. Wait, this is from... It is. It's from the day she died. She used to hate vodka. Why would she? You tell me the police didn't come up here to investigate? Just left everything as it is? I should go. I don't imagine Jacob wants me hanging around too long. Gotcha. Let's say goodbye. Must be quite nostalgic for you. The room, I mean. It was. Jacob, I hope you don't mind me asking. Where were you and Johannes on this day last year? We were at a hockey game actually. Seems impossible to think about us enjoying ourselves that afternoon now. But Maria got us tickets to a hockey game. Oh no! She made them go away. She usually comes too, but she said it was a special father-son treat. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Thank you. It's good luck back in the city. Thank you for having me. Say goodbye to Johannes. Oh, maybe the kid doesn't want to talk. So on the afternoon that she died, Maria sent them off to a hockey game. Because she wanted them out of the way? This is insane. The police would have investigated the possibility that... But the police means Officer Nilsson. He easily could have just assumed it was a road accident, without really thinking about the alternatives. Really? Man, that's a terrible police. I was gonna say, he didn't even investigate the room, didn't even think a bit bigger, like, could it be a homicide? Should we go back and talk with the police? Seems like the only thing we can do right now. Elsa? Yes, my dear? Aww. Can you remember? Mind like a steel trap I've got. Don't let the wrinkles fool you. Did you have... I want to give this grandma a hug. Do you happen to see Maria on the day she died? I did. Must have been one of the last people to do so, I would say. She was coming back this way, funny looking about her. What do you mean funny? All sneaky looking. Mind you, I look sneaky too. If I was off buying great big bottles of alcohol in the middle of the afternoon. Of course it's easy enough to keep tabs on who's a little too fond of the drink in these parts. Standing here all day as I do. She had a System Bolagit bag, didn't she? She did. Point blank refused to tell me what she had all that drink for. I'm no busybody, you know? I do it for the public good. Okay. Thanks, Elsa. Bye-bye now. Surely someone else has put 2 and 2 together. I should speak to Lena. Or why would she not have said if... Hopefully she's still at the grave. Oh yeah, it's all the way to the right? That's interesting. Was she maybe not happy with her circumstances? Or was it that she had a lot of regrets with her current friend? But that wouldn't lead someone to just... Well, you'd be surprised. I thought I might see you again. I'm kind of in a hurry. Cigarette? No, thanks. Are you alright? You seem... I'm fine. How could I be alright? Just a little odd to be back, that's all. Yeah, just a little odd to be back, that's all. I can only imagine. Flip, do you happen to remember what you were doing on this evening last year? Do I remember? Goodness. I'm not sure how I could forget. Where were you when you hurt? Where? Has nobody... Gosh, no, I suppose you wouldn't know. I was at Maria's house. We all were. I mean, I was, and Johannes and Jacob and a few of Maria's other friends. What? Why? I wish I knew. It was all quite mysterious. She invited us all to come around that evening. But she wouldn't quite say why. What did she say? She said that all would be revealed, but we weren't allowed to know beforehand. So we were all there at 7, like she asked. Of course, she never arrived. Instead, we got Officer Stan at the door with the awful news. Wait, could it be that she actually wanted to do something nice and celebrate? But then she had an accident? And so it all seems like she killed herself, but she actually didn't? I don't know, Maria strikes me as a strong person. At least for now. That's the current assumption. Instead, we got Officer Stan at the door with the awful news. What did you think you were all hit there for? It's odd. In all the shock of what happened, I haven't really thought about it much. I guess I assumed she wanted to tell us something. It must have been terrible. Of course it was. But it was strangely a kind of blessing. That we were all together, I mean. Almost as if she knew. I need to find Lena. No problem. Give her my best. Could it be that, because she was doing writing this whole time, right? Did something good happen with her writing? Did some publisher accepted her or gave her an offer and she felt happy? So she wanted to organize a big surprise celebration? That's why she sent her husband and her child to go to hockey while she sneaked in some vodka? I could have helped. I could have stopped you. Why did nobody else stop you? How can I make it up to you? What should I do? Oh. You deserve for people to know the truth, no matter how painful it is to hear. Oh. Oh man. I don't think. You think she's gone? Man, still here. Lena, hello Sarah. I need to talk to you. Are you alright? You look... No, I'm not alright. I can't believe this place. Nope, I have to tell you something. Excuse me? Listen to me. Listen to what? Why could nobody see that Maria killed herself? Sarah, I think we need to have a serious converse. Yes, we do. This shithole town. Oh no, she's already assuming everything. I mean, you're putting 2 and 2 together. That's true, but maybe we're concluding too soon. I would say this shithole like we don't have all the pieces yet. Anyways, the shithole town hounded her to her death. She drove her car off the road after getting blind drunk. We got away from her life and nobody even realized. She got trapped here by a pregnancy that you all made her keep, and it finally got too much for her. All the God-fearing hypocrisy, all the nastiness, and the narrow-minded crap that has always been the bread and butter in this place. I should have been there for her, but so should everybody else. And just letting it slide that the fucking idiot police didn't bother to investigate her death properly, so that everyone can carry on thinking they didn't have a hand in it. It's not good enough. It's not what she deserved. Are you finished? I'm so sorry, I'm just really angry and... No, Sarah, you're not angry. I am angry. I've never heard... How dare you come here today and say a thing like that? Do you have any idea? No. Well, that's the problem, isn't it? You have no idea. What are you talking about? Oh God, you haven't said this to anyone else? No, I haven't said. I think you need to leave, Harunga. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm going. Yes, you are, but you're going to come with me first. You need to see something. What? What do I need to... Just shut up and walk. You've done enough talking. Yeah, you've been a little too hasty in your conclusion, Sarah. You were missing a few pieces. Like I said, if you already have someone to blame and you're in pursuit of the truth, it's not really the truth. You just want to confirm the bias you already have. I don't want to go in there. I don't care what you want. Oh man, this is gonna get tough. Oh, I have to walk too. Can I look at stuff? Oh. Oh man. Oh. There's an even song service tonight for Maria, which you didn't know, of course. You don't know the first thing about Maria. Look around. Look at all these candles people have lit. Flowers, letters, pictures of her. You thought because she chose to stay in this small town she couldn't possibly be enjoying her life? Because she wasn't slaving away in Stockholm? For a one-bedroom apartment and a failed career as a writer? How's it going? Your wonderful life, Did you really think she had nothing? Did you think she wasn't mourned by countless people here that you never bothered to get to know? You know, in some ways, I'm understanding what she's trying to say because, you know, it's like Sarah is trying to project her own irritation and frustration and experience in the city and trying to project it onto Maria that because it happened to her, Maria also feels the same way. And everyone that treated her in this way is also treating the same way to Maria. I don't think that's the right way to look at it, Sarah. She's held back by the past with resentment and everything. So it's not helping her seeing the things clearly enough. So I understand what Lena's trying to say. No, that's not... Shut up. My sister had a full, rich life here. She loved and was loved enormously. And you come up here for one day in the last decade and think you've seen something we were all too thick to work. That's true. That's true. You have to have the bigger picture. You didn't live in the moment, and you also walked away on Maria when she was trying to tell you something. That last flashback we had. So it makes sense. Lena has good reasons to be angry, and she's full of emotions. No wonder, it's today, the anniversary, right? And she's doing her best to try and let this thing be known. Lena, I'm sorry, but this evidence? Is this a game to you? Come home to play detective? Go on then, tell me. What's your evidence that my beautiful baby sister did not in fact die in the tragic accident? One that we've all spent the last year desperately coming to terms with. Look, if you don't want to hear it, I understand. You understand nothing. But go on, let's have it then. Well, all the vodka she bought, I found a receipt from the day she died in her room. She was acting strangely that day and making sure Jacob and Johannes were out of town. And those dark poems she wrote. And the party. She gathered you all together so that when she died... Are we finished? You'll have to forgive my rural ignorance here. But I wasn't aware that writing poems on dark themes meant you were suicidal. And the party? Yeah. Oh man. You want to know what the party was about? Oh no, is that what I think it is? She'd been working on a book. She sent samples to an agent who wanted... Oh no, it's what I thought it was. She sent samples to an agent who wanted to take her on. She was going to throw a surprise party. I knew it! Oh no! Man. Sarah must be like mind blown right now. So she was going to throw a surprise party to tell everyone. Anything suspicious about that, officer? But why did Philip not tell me that? I never told him. It would have broken his heart. No, I don't have to explain myself to you. But that's wonderful news. As if you care. And all of this, all his wasted life because she was going to see. What? Nothing. Go home, Sarah. What was she going to see? You don't deserve to know. You who couldn't even be bothered to text her 1 month to the next. You know what? I really get... I get Lena's emotions. The way she's talking and saying things to Sarah. And Sarah really has to take a lot of accountability for the things that she also did, which was not text her at all. And not listening to what Maria had to say before that last fight they had in the flashback. And trying to make it so that she knows everything perfectly well what's going on in this religious city or whatnot, what have you not, projecting her own experiences and frustration onto Maria. Like, I get it, but at the same time I'm thinking like, Lena, you know, it's a lot to ask to a character like Lena that lost not only her sister but her mom too, and it's a lot to ask her to also be emotionally strong enough to try and be calm about it and tell Sarah to give her the whole truth. It's a lot to ask Lena as well. Like, it is like everything going on, she's barely trying to keep herself together. And then she gets even angry when Sarah says all of these things without knowing the whole picture as well. So I understand. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to come to terms and seeing things for what they are and trying to turn for the good side and trying to make things better, not worse than it already are. It's really tough when emotions are high. So it's very tough situations. Lena, please. She was going to see you. She said you were stuck in your office all weekend, but she was going to go shopping in the city and surprise you with her news in person, and then get back in time for the surprise party. I told her it was ridiculous, but she was set on it, convinced you'd want to share this moment with her, because she didn't give up on your friendship. Oh, Lena. Man, forget Gano. Lena's really pouring the salt in the wounds. I mean, she has to say these things, but damn. Now Sarah is the one that feels guilty, because she's probably gonna think that all of these people and the city that I've been pitting as the reason for why Maria killed herself turned out to be me. I'm the reason that she ended up dead, and I didn't return her calls. That's what Sarah's gonna think now, and that's, oh man, that's terrible. I'm worried. I don't want to keep reading this. I'm nervous. Because she didn't give up on your friendship, Sarah. So yes, that's why she was out alone on that road. Because of you. Oh no. Oh man. I don't know what to say. I do. You were so arrogant that you thought it was impossible that living here could make someone happy. That having a house and a son and a family could make someone complete. I'm so sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing. Yeah, you know, I get Sarah as well. Like, the experiences that she's been through, and maybe the poor treatment from people. Like, you have to be very careful not to, how do I say this? Like, paint everyone with the same brush. Or use the brush for everyone. Like, just because a few individuals that you've interacted with have treated you poorly and they happen to have a certain beliefs, it could be anything really. It could be hell. They could be freaking atheists or believing in flying spaghetti monsters. Doesn't mean all flying spaghetti monsters are terrible people. Like, don't judge a person's actions and use that to define the whole belief, right? If you wanna judge, like, even if it's like religion, if you wanna judge a religion, don't look at the person's action. Because, you know, humans are full of flaws and we fail every day. We're not perfect. But look at the, I don't know, like, if you're a Christian, you don't judge a Christian's actions, even though, you know, they should be indications, right? So you don't judge their actions, but you look back into the Bible, like, and you see if there's any consistencies, and based on the Bible you can say, yeah, well, you know, you're not really being a real Christian, for example. Or if you're a Muslim, like, you're not gonna treat his action, you're gonna look at the Quran, right? Then you're gonna be like, yeah, well, you're not a really good Quran. And well, if you're an atheist, and well, you judge the atheist by his own norms and values, and if he's not living consistently as he preaches, then you can say, well, you're not really living true to yourself. Like everyone has these kind of beliefs, so you have to judge what they hold dear, what moves them in life. That's what you should do as a center, and then you judge a person, not to judge a person's action, and from there you judge their beliefs. So, like, I understand her. Like, she went through a lot of frustrations and maybe even terrible treatments from people, and because of that, she thought that the same treatment was done on Maria, and she was doing, and she thought she was doing all of this for Maria. But now she's slowly trying to, her eyes are slowly opening to the fact, or to the possibility, that maybe she was just projecting all of this onto Maria, and while she thought she was doing it, trying to do the right thing, she was just doing it for biased reasons. And that's really tough. You know, to be able to acknowledge and admit that, that's really tough, because that means everything that you believed maybe turned out to be not so true, and making all of that turn out to be not so true destabilizes you, because you're like, everything that you conduct yourself in life, all of this now it's a whole lie, and now what am I supposed to do with this lie? What can I do? Where do I have to go now that all of this is a lie? So it's a lot of chaos happening in Sarah if she chooses to admit all of these things and realize that her motives were not as she thought she was. So that's what I think. That's my perception, right? Like, this is my opinion. Maybe there's some holes or some things that you would like to add or you have a different opinion. Just let me know in the comment section. That's just how I'm trying to process things, right? No, you didn't. You came here to see what you wanted to see. And what you wanted to see was confirmation that you chose the right path. Oh, man. Oh, man. And that she didn't. Lena, I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm sorry for thinking you might have changed. The service will be starting soon, and I don't think it's appropriate for you to be here. Goodbye, Sarah. Damn! It's very ironic. You come to this town, like, oh man, like, can you believe it? Like if you were put in that position and without knowing or without even being aware that you're actually have this character of being in a high horse, you come to this town, you have a lot of opinion, a lot of judgment to bring on this town for all the things they did to you and trying to point the blame on the town and the people in it, and turns out in the end you're the one that hasn't changed. People have changed in this environment. The town maybe has changed, but you haven't. Just this deals a lot with the past, right? Because all of these people are trying to deal with their loss and trying to move on and trying to find the good in it. Or at least they're trying to survive first, because it doesn't look like it's a tough. Maybe it's because it's the anniversary today, right? That everything's so depressing. But I would like to think that they're working towards the good, trying to move on. But then you have Sarah, who starting to realize that she was the only one stuck in the past, and no wonder, right? Because she never heard what Maria had to say to her. She left abruptly during that little discussion there in the flashback, and she never really properly replied to the text messages of Maria, or never really listened to her, and always said that maybe another year or something. Like, she realizing that she's the one that hasn't changed, and she's been having all these perspectives about people and the city that's outdated. Maybe some people hasn't changed. Maybe like Gunnel, the same old bastard, and the police officers, the same old dickhead. But other people have changed. It's oh man, this is such a tough situation. Oh man. Now Sarah has to go through a lot of self-reflection right now. She has to undergo a lot of chaos. Maybe, don't you want to go back to the graves one more time? Maybe you want to, I don't know, get some kind of closure? Because I don't want to go to the bus stop immediately. Oh man, this is so sad. I hope Sarah doesn't start blaming herself. But, oh, I'm gonna cry. Maria, I'm gonna cry. I have nothing to, I can't excuse myself. Oh, she's decided to take responsibility. That's good. I'm tearing up. Holy crap. And it hurts because if you were here, you would forgive me for all my selfishness, my stupidity. Oh, because you were just the most. But Lena's right. I hardly knew you at all. But that's the thing, isn't it? You aren't here. And if you were, none of this would have. And if I had been there for you, oh, don't blame yourself. It's not. Then you might still be here. Listen, Sarah. She chose to drive to you. It's not like you knew she was gonna have an accident if you didn't reply, or even if you did reply, there's no guarantee that she still would not have had an accident. You don't know how life's gonna be. You can't put that on you. That's the one thing you shouldn't do. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh. Damn, this is so tough. I'm so sorry not to have deserved our friendship better. I love you. Oh. And I can't believe I left it this late to make it clear. I really do. Even though I'm so bad at it. Goodbye, Maria. And congratulations to all. Oh, I'm gonna cry. right on the book. I bet it was beautiful. Oh. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I had presumptions of this game that weren't right either. I thought it was gonna be like a religion bashing kind of game, but it was more than that. It's more than just religion. It's more than just LGBTQ. Right? It's more than that. It's about loss. How do you deal with loss, and how do you choose to move on? Do you choose to stay? Well, we can have that conversation in a bit, but let's finish this game before I start crying again. Oh man, this is so tough. She took it like a champ though. Props to Mercera. Good on you. You did take it like a champ. You decided to admit things immediately and apologize, even though she already passed away. Oh. Man. Oh, it's the place where they were. Oh. Oh. Maybe this will motivate Sarah to try and learn about the series, right? Learn about the city, the town that she left. Maybe she'll be curious about what has changed in the town. What are the people like? And now, maybe she stayed there a little bit. She'll learn the things that Maria loved and find that way closure as well. Maybe even finding meaning and purpose in a good community and realizing people aren't so bad as she thought. A few bad apples don't make the tree. Oh, this was so tough. So I just wanted to say this game was very short but very beautiful. I just wanted to say, like, it was a very good game. Like, this is bigger than religion, bigger than LGBTQ, lesbian, or the topic itself, what the fight was. It's bigger than that. Again, it was about how do you deal with the loss of life, and are you the type of person that wants to move forward in life and move on and do the best that they can to improve themselves and for the people around them? Because everyone is suffering when someone passes away. There is so much suffering and grief and loss that's spread out amidst the death of a loved one, and it doesn't feel right to also add more to the misery that's already existing. It's better to aim up to be a stronger person, to where people can look towards a better future. So it was bigger than that. So are you the type of person that's gonna be stuck in the past and you always say that you're not who you are when you were 7 years old. Do you think you've changed if you were the age that you are now compared to when you were 7? You would say yes. Are there a lot of ways of thinking that you've changed or you've come to believe that you used to not believe? Yes. People change over time. People evolved. And if you are stuck in the past and you are constantly having these resentments and frustrations and bitterness towards people and what they done to you, and you can't let that go, and they have to pay that back, or they have to answer for this or something, like, it doesn't help you. You can't move on. Like, you are stopping your own growth because all you can think about is the past. The past shouldn't be something that stops you. It should be what gives you a reason to keep moving forward, is what I think. You know, this is a very great game, and you can interpret it and digest it in so many ways. And you know, this also goes to say, right? Goes without saying that it's not good to prolong any arguments that you may have with your family members, with your friends, with your work colleague. Like, don't prolong it. There's a saying that I heard from someone else say that it's not, I'm paraphrasing it poorly maybe, but something along the lines of conflict avoided today or conflict prolonged is conflict doubled tomorrow. And I don't like conflict. I hate conflict. I hate having really tough, intense, emotionally intense conversation. I hate that. But I know that if I don't have them, I can't solve the conflict that I have between someone else. And then the more days pass, the bigger it becomes. And you can't let it grow bigger. You need to confront it. Every time you have a fight, as much as you were angry about something that someone did, and it frustrates you, and you want them to know how bad they done you, how wrong they done you, you have to take a step back and take responsibility for yourself as well, and say, okay, as angry as I am, as maybe I'm right, maybe that person was in the wrong, or whatever. What have I done to make this situation worse? In what way could I have possibly contributed that maybe wasn't so smart and I could have handled it differently? If you take that moment to reflect on something like that and really be honest with yourself, really be honest, you will start helping your character develop things like humility, and then you become more self-aware, and then you become more mature, and then you allow yourself the possibility to change. Because if you don't give yourself the possibility to change, you stay stuck in your old ways, and then you can't grow. But by allowing yourself to self-reflect and admit things that are tough to admit, and being exposed to something that can be painful, which is the painful truth. The truth is very painful, but because it's painful, you know it's the truth. The best kind of transformation in your life are those that are painful experiences. Those are the best kind of transformation, because a lot about you, the old way of thinking, the old emotions that you thought were justified, maybe aren't so true, and so it turns out that was a lie. Maybe it wasn't the right way of looking at life. So those part of you has to die off, and dying off really hurts. But then you let very new things emerge from it that you can grow towards. So there's a lot of ways to process this game. I feel like this game done a really good job. It's a free game. It's amazing. The background noise was great. The animations were very smooth. The conversations were nice. They weren't too long. It was great. I hope you guys, whatever you're going through in life, if you have any arguments with someone, try and close it off. Even if that person starts gloating that and taking advantage of you being the bigger guy or being the bigger girl, trying to patch the situation or trying to bring it to a closure, even if they start gloating and saying, haha, so I was right, you come here to apologize, like, don't give in to that. It's not about them either. In some ways, it's about you as well. Showing yourself that you have the capabilities, the character to take accountability for your actions. Even if they don't take accountability for their actions and they reflect, you were able to do it for you. And that's a big step. So you do it for that as well, because you need to change. It doesn't matter if they choose not to change, that's on them. If they want to gloat over and take advantage of you trying to patch things up, whatever, it's on them. But you are doing it for you as well. So go patch up any conversation you may have with someone that you haven't been confronting, that you've been letting stack up. Not only that, but try to self-reflect a lot in life, because a lot of the things that you may believe in or hold true, or any prejudice that you have on someone, they may not be accurate anymore. So look towards the future, reflect on yourself, because you are so much more than you can be so much more than what you currently are. And you are constantly changing, learning, and evolving, and growing, and maturing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was a very short game, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Let me know what other games you guys want me to play, and I'll play it out, okay? Right, bye-bye!